Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. I'm Nemiche, also known as Nemi.
I'm cute.
And together we are the Circle and the Square. Today we're highlighting the designers that we're most excited to see this New York Fashion Week.
And even though we can't be there this year, we're still gonna let you know some of the fashion designers we think are the most dope showing. So
we'll be there next year.
Yeah, we'll be there next year.
For sure. And yeah, these are just a few. There's so many more we wanted to highlight, but that would just be a 3-hour video. So we just narrowed it down to one designer per day. And yeah, we're gonna talk about him a little bit.
Let's do it.
First up is TOMBOGO, a Bay Area native. We used to live in Oakland, so we've been following TOMBOGO for quite some time now, and just watched his evolution and watched him grow into the designer he's become today, which is so cool to see him amongst the list of all these huge names in fashion. So really cool to see a streetwear designer grow so rapidly and just watch that evolution happen so seamlessly. He's just always been dope, and it's just cool to see. It's cool to see the designs elevate too, not just the name and the brand, but seeing the designs become doper. And now it's just like you can see the quality of the brand elevating as well.
We've been watching.
We've been watching and we've been appreciating, and
it's been a cool journey so far to see the trajectory that is going on.
I love his versatility and how you kind of just never know what to expect.
For me, I really like the modular play with some of his clothing, as well as some of the pocket play is very interesting to me. I do like he went in a direction for the tabby shoes.
The tabbies.
I'm always a fan of those.
I mean, he's kind of stamped so many different items outside of clothing itself. So there's the TOMBOGO sunglasses and the belt with the TOMBOGO buckle, like everything just being customized and just made his.
Yeah, there's the bag table light, which I like, is very interesting.
No one's done that before.
It's a completely new direction.
Right.
Thinking outside the box.
I really enjoyed his previous collections. I really like the Nature is Healing. I think that was one of our favorites. I mean, we nature lovers around here, so
anything nature's gonna be like, yes, thank you.
Right?
Yeah. Looking forward to see what this year brings.
Always. He's always taking it up a level.
Next on our list, we have Who Decides War. First off, love that name. Love brands that have a phrase as a name. It's super memorable and speaks to what the brand actually is off rip. But aside from that, they're on our list because, one, they have beautiful denim play. That's something we use in our own brand. I also think their use of their logo throughout their clothing and in different ways is also very unique. They're very detailed in their embroidery when it comes to some of those window pieces that they have.
Yeah, like you're looking through a stained glass window into the garment. But yeah, I love seeing that too, like the way they play with the logo on a pocket shape, or you're gonna see their logo somewhere on every garment, but at the same time it feels super custom. Every piece feels like one of one. So there's a uniqueness within each piece.
It's always interesting to have first of all, their logo being that arch is kind of like this. When they use it for the window pieces, in a way it's much more powerful because there's that connectivity to religion that most of the world is already accustomed to. When we think of stained glass windows and a church, it already has a powerful message behind it when you think about it.
Yeah, I feel like each piece always has this story behind it. It feels like they focus a lot on storytelling and make that a big part of their designs. It's like wearable art. It stands out. It definitely speaks for itself. Also, they recently started dropping some women's wear, so I love to see that. I already loved their original design, but dope, drop some women's wear specifically for us. I think that's cool too. Interested in seeing how they incorporate that in this year's showing, and yeah, it's gonna be dope. Next up, we're gonna talk about PH5, which is a really innovative knitwear brand. I love their pieces. It's one of those brands where you just want everything they have in your closet because they're just all standout pieces. I really like what I've been seeing from them. Their color palettes are just like...
Yeah, I like the color play as well.
What?
I like those as well.
And that they have their like signature silhouette and the dresses that they have.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I like the way they have their gradient on their, go from one color to the next. It's kind of like I want to say like an 80s grainy gradient. In the fade, it's not just a clean fade. It's kind of like, speckled. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's giving like modern vintage vibes.
Yeah.
Also, I know they played with like UV knits in the previous collection.
So like a color changing vibe.
Or to color change, like that's just always so dope to me in fashion when people are playing with the actual material and making it reactive.
Yeah.
And I know they also like played with hyaluronic acid. They like treated some of their knits with hyaluronic acid so that your skin could be getting moisturized while you're wearing this. Like that's...
Yeah. So they're getting into the technology of fashion as well.
For sure. Like, you're not moisturizing my skin?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a concept. They also really focus a lot on sustainability, which
is
we appreciate.
Key. I love that.
Yeah, so just really excited to see how they experiment with, the eco-friendly factor, as well as like shapes and silhouettes.
Overall, it's got some really cool stuff.
Yeah, so I already know they're gonna push the boundaries more this season.
Next on our list is Theophilio, which his work is a nice juxtaposition between Jamaican culture, island life, and New York, which is always dope.
I was born into a Jamaican family, so I definitely resonate with the brand. It's so easy to see the Caribbean influence in the designs, and I just love that he's bringing that culture to the forefront of fashion and the world, and just using the boldness of the culture.
Yeah, very bold colors, using a lot of staples.
Yeah.
From the culture that we've seen in the past, but in different ways.
Yeah, and I think all his pieces are very like runway ready, but also very street ready.
Yeah, very wearable.
You can see, someone just wearing this right off the runway and walking onto the streets with it. There's like a cultural story behind each piece. Definitely a designer we've always wanted to walk for as models. Maybe next year, But yeah, I love to see how he's so unapologetically bringing Black culture and Jamaican heritage to the forefront every season, and that's going to be even more interesting this year as he gains more popularity in the industry, and it can only go up from here. Like, it's only going to get better, so
yeah,
really excited.
Forward to it.
Yeah. Next up we have Bibhu Mohapatra that focuses on luxury evening wear, very high fashion, very elegant.
Very creative, I'd say. Non-traditional in some of his choices. Definitely not boring.
Yeah.
Usually when I see elegant dresses, I'm just kind of like, that's cool, but okay.
Seen that before.
Yeah, but a lot of interesting stuff when it comes to him.
I feel like there's a lot of like intricate detailing. The fabrics feel very like luxurious and high quality. Just the tailoring and the choices of like the silhouettes, like you just don't see an average dress from him, which I really love. There are dresses that if you walked into a store, you'd kind of be like wowed by every single one, instead of just like these kind of all look the same.
Yeah.
Which I think is a lot of, no shade, a lot of luxury, evening wear brands that are like high fashion. He really takes it to another level.
And still has an element of simplicity to his pieces, which I really like.
Yeah.
Without having to do the most.
For sure. Really interesting shapes, really interesting materials and textures and tailoring and just craftsmanship in general. So
yeah, beautiful work.
Beautiful work, and always looking forward to seeing the innovation that's gonna continue from him.
Next we have Rio Sport, formerly known as is Gypsy Sport. With this brand, it's kind of, you never know what you're gonna get, but it's definitely cool.
Absolutely. Every time never fails. There's really no way to like put them in a box. I feel like Real's designs are very
Product of original thought.
literally like you will never even find two pieces that look the same in a line almost. Like sporty, it's edgy, it's
Not trying to exactly be anything. Just a lot of unique choices.
for sure. Like very organically out of the box in all the ways. There's a high fashion twist to everything that goes out on the runway.
Yeah, which also makes every piece a piece of art, really,
Absolutely, and at the same time really functional.
and wearable.
We love that. They're always pushing the boundaries. They're very inclusive in every way. And yeah, they just nail it every time. And this is a season where Gypsy Sport is no longer Gypsy Sport, it's now Rio Sport. So there's this whole rebrand kind of emerging. And with that always comes something interesting and new and unique, and even more unique and dynamic than they've already been. So it's going to be an interesting one for sure.
Excited to see. So that's all for the designers that we think are the dopest for this New York Fashion Week.
Just a few.
Just a few, but some of the dopest we think,
Yeah, we'll be following these shows as they happen. It's going to be interesting to see if they deliver in ways that we expect or didn't expect.
Yeah, and comment, let us know what are your favorite designers this New York Fashion Week.
Yeah, who are y'all looking forward to seeing? I mean, there's so many designers we didn't even talk about today because the list is so long, but tell us why you're looking forward to these designers. Did you know any of the designers we mentioned today? Are you a fan of them? You're a fan.
Are there any details that we missed that people should know about those designers?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know your thoughts. And let us know what you want to see next.
Yeah.
Don't forget to
Subscribe, follow us on Instagram and all the things, The Circle and the Square. Peace.
Yeah. See you next time.